Say go, my friends, and welcome back to Holistic Wellness with Michelle. It's great to see you. For today's video, I thought I would bring us back to a topic we started exploring many videos ago on communication skills. And specifically, I thought I would hone in on what it means to actively listen to understand in a conversation with another. In that previous video, we really started to explore there's a big difference between listening to simply respond in conversation or listening to understand in conversation. Now, if you're new to this channel and you haven't checked out that earlier video, I will post a link below in the comment section, so please go check that out when today's video is done. In the meantime, here's a quick recap. When we are listening to simply respond in conversation, we're usually pretty distracted by the bells and whistles of the things going on around us. Or we're busy up here in our own mind, thinking and formulating what our next opinion point is going to be, what our next piece of advice is going to be, and we're not actually actively listening and being mindful in the conversation. But when we are listening to understand, it's a different process, and what we're typically aiming to do is several things. We are typically trying to be very mindful and open-minded in that conversation. We tend to be focused on your voice and your story, your life experiences. We pay respect to the silences. Silence is hard in conversation, but they can be really great helpers. And the other thing we tend to be doing is that if we are formulating an empathetic response in the conversation, we're taking our time doing so. And we offer that if it's solicited and or if it's appropriate in that conversation. And we're doing these things because if we are going to be actively participating in change within ourselves, change between each other, change across our land, change between peoples, change within all creation, we really need to start learning to listen to each other differently, to listen, to understand. Now, I say solicited and or appropriate because sometimes the most effective use of ourselves in conversation is to use our powerful, empathetic, compassionate words to provide support. And at other times, the most effective form of active listening that we can do is say nothing at all, to embrace that silence and just simply stand with another person, to humbly bear witness to their pains, their struggles, and their life experiences. Listening to understand creates a safe space for us. We feel heard, we feel acknowledged, we feel taken seriously, and we feel accepted in that conversation. Genuine listening connects us to something deeper within ourselves, something deeper between each other, and that is loving kindness. And loving kindness is the essence of who we are as spirit beings. Throughout my career in a therapeutic setting, I have been humbly honored and gifted by witnessing what genuine listening actually does for people to help them. When people feel heard, they find within themselves that courage to interrupt, make healthy changes, and to let go of those destructive, unhealthy ways of being that are no longer serving them in a good way. And when we are able to let go of those things that no longer serve us, we begin to holistically heal from the pains of our past. We create a trust relationship within ourselves, we create trust between each other, and we feed that positive ripple effect. That is, when I am loving kindness, and when I'm loving kindness towards myself, that loving kindness will ripple from me into others and hopefully inspire others to do the same. And in time, that loving kindness ripples to all of creation. Which brings us to our exercise for today. Now, what I really hope to provide today is I'm really excited and encouraged to help you cultivate and develop your own listening to understand skills. And that's going to be for our exercise for today. Now, this type of exercise can be found all over the place. It can be found in, examples can be found in books like this, and it can be found in examples found in articles like this. Personally, I have engaged in this exercise many, many times throughout my college and university years, in workshops and seminars. I have found it very effective. I think there's a lot of validity to this exercise, and I really hope that you're able to practice it, dig right into it, and I really hope and truly believe that it will provide some healthy listening to understand skills development for yourself. So the goal of this exercise is to listen to practice active listening skills. It's not about the response. Solicit a friend and or a family member to help you. Face each other and start with small increments of time, such as 2 to 3 minutes, and increasing time intervals with practice. Person 1 will speak while person 2 will listen. Person 2 can use nonverbal expressions such as head nodding to encourage safe sharing. Then you're going to reverse those roles. If you need to, determine a prompt statement to get you going, such as, how did your work go today? And as always, the research tells us the more we repeat the exercise, the more embedded that new healthy skill becomes. Remembering change is hard. Be compassionate yet determined with yourself as you practice this exercise. Those old ways of being, listening to respond and competing with each other to have the better story, have been strongly reinforced and conditioned over time. But remember, we're not born that way. And what is learned can be unlearned and replaced with healthier perspectives. If you liked our video today, give us that thumbs up, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and please share this video with others. I am super excited to hear how your practice and your exercise and learning how to listen to understand is going for you. So please leave us a comment section. Leave us a comment in the comment section down below. As always, the literature that I've used to support this video, I will post in the description section below, so you can check that out should you choose. And I'll see you in 3 weeks for my next video. Meow yo. Thank you for tuning in to our video today. Remember that when we share our knowledge, our wisdom arises. And may you go in a good way.